Like
But
you
they're real.
traumatizing your parent, you think that's a good thing?
How else are they gonna learn?
You're supposed to be a good girl and just listen, be a good child.
My mom is a bad girl. That's for sure. I'm bad at. Honestly, because if you don't take your freedom, when will you learn to? Even Rosa Parks got up and said she ain't moving. So if Rosa Parks can do
You're
it,
on the pasta.
yeah,
So,
I'm for the people.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Our Voices. I am Abimbola.
And I am Yewande, your favorite mother-daughter duo. Did you miss us? Because we missed you. Welcome back, Bookies.
Your intro, you never miss it. You never miss that intro.
on time, all the time.
Okay.
You should know who I am before I even open my mouth.
Okay, girl.
I am Miss Yewande. That girl, forever that girl, will always be that girl. Hello. Why you hate acting like as if you're not exactly the same way? I'm just a miniature version of you, but obviously a lot more.
You're the Gen Z version. Oh my God, I was speaking to a girl the other day. Well, not I was speaking to a girl. I saw a girl did a post on TikTok the other day about Gen Z, talking about Gen Zs.
What did she say?
And she was like, she is learning a lot from Gen Zs as a millennial, because she's a millennial. And I was like, yep, my girl, I am. Like, I've got
Learning
a Gen
lot,
Z
like
child.
what?
Like, the way you guys stand on business.
Trust me.
I'm like, I've got a Gen Z daughter and a Gen Z son. And then I've got Gen Alpha son and a daughter. Oh, trust me. I'm learning a lot
You're going
too.
to learn a thing or two.
I am learning. Gen Zs don't muck around. They don't play around. Like,
What's there to play about?
they are standing
Broke
on
people
business.
should never laugh.
Okay, calm down. You're doing too much.
I feel like when you grow up with pop icons like Nicki Minaj, Beyonce, Bad Girl Riri, and then you have the Don't Jealous Me's, the I'm Just Bates people, like, you just gotta learn to, like,
No, it's just the way you guys, your generation is just a no-nonsense. You see, with my generation, millennial, and I consider myself older millennial because I am in the mid-80s, 85.
Damn.
Shut up. 85. So I consider myself early millennial, not late millennial, because I feel like the 32s, 31s, late 20s.
These are Gen Z's, bro.
Those ones are more Gen Z than millennial. So I am a later millennial, and obviously the way we were brought up to tolerate bullshit from people, like, oh, don't talk back, don't this, be a good girl. But of course, you guys, that's how we try to bring you up as your Gen Z,
And
as
I
your millennial.
snatched my freedom back. You see, you gotta act a fool, act a clown, so that your mama knows not to fuck with you. Oh, it shock you? Because facts, I was speaking to a friend the other day, and she's talking to me about the fact that, her parents are still this way, her parents are this way, and she always placates like her parents, like she always placates, like,
What does that mean?
pleases them, like does anything to like ease them, does it to like just like, let me just do it because she wants me to do it, let me just do it because she wants me to do it. And I just said to her, if you don't start acting crazy, if you don't start moving like the wayward child she thinks you are, she will never learn. You have to show them pepper. Oh, mommy, how was my pepper soup? You have to show them pepper. You have to show them you are mad, me, I'm madder. I'm mad, me, I'm mad out. Am I wrong? Right. It might have not been the nicest experience.
How is that going to be a nice experience? That's trauma.
Yeah.
You traumatized
Imagine
your
how we
parents.
feel. You gotta traumatize their ass back. Udo Rivers.
Like,
But
you
they're real.
traumatizing your parent, you think that's a good thing?
How else are they gonna learn?
You're supposed to be a good girl and just listen, be a good child.
My mom is a bad girl. That's for sure. I'm bad at. Honestly, because if you don't take your freedom, when will you learn to? Even Rosa Parks got up and said she ain't moving. So if Rosa Parks can do
You're
it,
on the pasta.
yeah,
I'm
for the people.
Who do you feel with that?
Cause facts, bro.
But honestly, I feel like my generation needs to learn a lot from Gen Zs. Besides you lot being a lazy ass, I feel like
We are the hardest working non-working people ever. Let me tell you.
What
Let me
was working?
Yeah.
Working non
You
work.
see this Gen Z, and especially because I'm in the stage of life where I've just graduated, well, not just graduated, but I'm still freshly off of graduating from university, in between employments and just figuring out where I want to take my steps with my life. I'm seeing a lot of people on social media who are also in the same position where they've just graduated, they don't have a post-grad job, so they're just doing anything in between, lolly lolly da. And a lot of them keep saying, I don't know where I'm getting money from, but I'm still getting it. I'm still going out, still doing things. Yeah, I'm unemployed. How does that work? If we're not hardworking, how does that work? How are
Because
they
you're hard
making?
working, finessing your parents.
No, 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 no. Not finessing their parents, because I didn't finesse you. You can't say I finessed you after graduating. I finessed you during graduation because who was going to pick up the bill?
Actually, no. Since you graduated and you're at home and
Exactly.
got in a job now, you're no longer
During,
finessing.
even
But you
when,
finish my food in the
girl,
house.
bye. You know that's not me. That's your fat ass sons. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Chris. Because fact, I feel like Gen Zs are of this generation where we make money but without doing the conventional things. It's not like you don't have to see us going to work or we're always out the door by 9 o'clock in the morning, back by 6 o'clock. Da, 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 da. Somehow money is still coming in. And that's because we find other ways to make sure we can maximize our laziness. Do you know what I mean?
It's just the way you're trying to convince me is actually sad. And
I'm
the
not
way
even
I'm
trying to
actually
convince
getting
you.
convinced.
Because like I was in that period after graduating, before I got my first my now recent job. Before then, except from doing makeup, and which was like sporadic at times, I didn't really always have a booking or whatever. I was still able to. Was I not outside every day with my friends during the summer? Was I not still going on holiday? Was I like how the hell did I get myself to Texas? Not get myself to Texas. Support myself in Texas. Calm down, Savannah. Slow down.
How did you get to Texas?
Okay.
I paid for it.
Okay, you got me to Texas, but how did I stay in Texas?
You were my sisters.
Yeah, but I
And
still
my
had to
niece.
fund. I still had to fund myself whenever I wanted to go out for anything. I still had to buy my own liquor. Still had to do my own spending money. Still had
Yeah,
to
so
do
that's the
this
thing
and
with
that.
Gen Z. They will find the money to do what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were to ask them for money randomly,
I don't
I
have
don't
it.
have.
I don't have.
But
money.
then if they want to do stuff for themselves, they will. That money will
I
come
still
out.
don't have money.
Money will come out.
still don't
That's
have
when Sheen will be delivering every flipping week.
Oh,
Pretty
I
Little
love.
Thing will be delivering every week.
Mhm.
What else? Stock TikTok shop will be delivering every freaking week.
That's what I'm saying. Like people are. It's not fair to put the lazy
Yeah, but well, the
title on
reason we
Gen
call
Z.
you guys lazy is this. So you see with us, which obviously is not lazy, if I was to think about it properly, it's not lazy, it's just you guys, you're not gonna do what you don't want to do. Like, and that's that. But with us, we have been raised or trained, or we were brought up in an era where you just have to do it. Like, suck it up and do it.
And
Even if
that's us
we're not
too.
happy, if we're not enjoying that position or situation. But I feel like with your own generation, you can just walk away. You can not just walk away, but you're not going to do what you don't want to do.
Yeah.
But you see, with my generation, even if we don't want to do it, sometimes we do it. A lot of us are having to learn it.
Mm-hmm.
But the way we were raised to just, don't talk. Don't talk. Just tolerate. Just this. But you guys don't tolerate what you don't like. If it's not working in your
I
favor,
don't have the time or the
which is
patience
one
for it.
thing I feel like a lot of millennials need to learn from you
Gen
guys.
Zs,
And it
yeah.
doesn't make you a bad person as a millennial if you don't want to tolerate. It doesn't make you a bad person if you don't want to people please. It doesn't make you a bad person. It just makes you someone that knows what she wants out of life, or someone that knows what he wants out of life. But again, having a Gen Z child, I've had to learn a lot of this. And I am grateful for that. I really am grateful for that, because if not, I would still be pleasing people and be tolerating things from people because don't talk back, don't be you know the way they will see you, they would think you are doing too, they will think. But your generation, you guys stand on business. You speak up when you need to most
Stand on big
especially in a
business.
place of work. I remember when you were still at uni. Can't remember where you used to work then.
It was probably when I was doing like agencies and
Yeah,
stuff.
when you were doing agencies that day, I
Yeah.
remember you going to work. Yeah, and then you told me you're gonna be there till late, something like that. And then I think around 12, you called me. She was like, "Oh, mom, I'm on my way home." I was like, "Huh?"
Like
Are you
12
just-
midnight.
No, in the morning,
In
in
the
the afternoon.
afternoon.
I was like, "What you mean you're on your way home?" It's like, "Oh, my mental health does not take the work today," or something like that. Do you remember that day? I was like, "Huh?"
I said that.
Yeah. I was like, "Huh?"
Yeah. I couldn't do it.
And then you came home and you just came home to sleep.
Yeah.
And in my head, I was like, my generation, we would just stay there. And that's why a majority of us are stressed. We look older than our age, you know. We just have to grab life. But I don't Philippine
Yeah, man.
balls.
Because if you don't ask, you don't get. I told them my mental health is not wherever. They said, you know what,
Yeah.
that's okay, go home.
But I can
They still
imagine
paid
those
me for
people
the
at
day.
work. Those people at workplace, how do they deal with Gen Zs though? Because you guys are different.
They hate us. They hate to see us coming because we're like the most hardworking, unworking people. Like we maximize our laziness. If we can find a shortcut to do anything without actually doing the work,
you guys will do it. So now that's where we don't look for shortcuts, because then we have been raised to believe shortcut means you're lazy.
Yeah.
Shortcut means you're not doing the right thing. So it's all about, we have to be performative. We have to do things to perform, to make people like us, to make people appreciate us.
It's like smarter, not harder.
But yeah, our generation, we're beginning to learn. But when I saw that video on TikTok the other day, I was like, you know what? I left a comment under the lady's post. I was like, listen, I'm a mother to a Gen Z and a Gen Alpha. Oh, trust me, I am learning all of these things. Because she was like, nah, she is not using her free will to her full potential.
No.
Her working with Gen Zs has been teaching her. I'm like, bro, you want to have a Gen Z in your corner. They will open your eyes. The things that
And they will have your backs.
yeah, they will have your back and they will open your eye. And the things that we've been raised to believe that are not right, Gen Z will let you know they are very, very right. They're just trying to conform you. Literally.
100%. And I feel like that brings me onto the topic today of like just how people maneuver themselves in situations where they're being cheated on. I feel like a lot of people in your generation, they stay.
They do.
I saw this. Yeah.
One of them.
Was one of them.
Well, I was one of them. Not anymore.
Was one of them.
Now I am the cheater.
Yeah. Because
why did you bring your face forward? Why did you?
Yeah.
Not the engineer bringing his face forward.
Yeah.
Why is your face forward?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm the cheater. I am not cheating because I'm not in a committed relationship
you can't
with
cheat
anyone.
if you're not in a relationship.
Exactly. I'm not in a committed relationship.
Wait.
What?
Let's not give the people the idea that you can't cheat if you're not in a committed
Well,
relationship.
if I'm in a committed relationship, I can't cheat. I stay locked in. If I like my person, well, you can. But I'm not the type to. I'm not the type to.
Okay.
If I'm in something committed, like that's my person. Oh, no. The thing with me is if I'm with my person, I wouldn't even notice anyone else.
Oh.
I'm one of those people. I would not
Me
even
too.
notice anyone else.
Maybe. I am. I'm just joking.
I
just wanna-
video. But wait, but I'm being
Like,
serious.
yeah, bae.
My generation, we have been raised to stay. So this is again what I'm saying about, we need to learn a lot from Gen Zs.
Yeah.
Because my generation, we see cheating as not a big deal when our men cheat or when the women cheat, because not just men cheat, women cheat too.
And this is another thing about cheating with you guys' generation. You guys don't cheat the way you're meant to be cheating. You guys are going to go and cheat with your husband's work business partner.
Well,
Like, huh?
well.
Where they do that at? You need to cheat on him with his cousin that lives overseas, that's on his left-hand side of his family, and he's twice removed and only comes around on the Christmas holidays. But then has to cancel because he works overseas, so he's never really there. That's who you need to cheat on him with. Oh my gosh, have I said too much?
Eberu Gen Z. Eberu
Fair
them.
Fair us. Because, yeah, you need to cheat smartly. Like, I feel like you guys' generation, you're just cheating for the sake of it.
I feel like my generation, we cheat for, I wouldn't say for the sake of it. So let's say, well, in few situations that I've heard of or I have seen. So let's say majority of my generation, they've been together since when they were a lot younger.
Yeah.
So they've outgrown each other, but maybe because of
They
kids.
were probably never even liked each other to begin with.
Yeah,
Or
maybe,
like that.
yeah. So maybe because they've got kids or property or businesses together, that's why they are still really
Or
together.
for the sake of, I'm married. I
Yeah,
have
for
to
the
stay
sake
with
of, because my
partner.
generation is a big deal. Like, oh, you being married is a big deal. Like it's a is a status symbol in my generation.
get
Being
over
married
it.
is a status, is like a big deal for them.
You don't
So
got a blue tick.
literally. So some of them stay married because of that. And some of them stay married because maybe they've seen their father and their mother, their upbringing, and they're like, oh, I'm going to try and just stick around to make it work, even though they both know it's not working. So in that situation, they cheat on each other. Whilst the man is out there cheating, the woman too is out there cheating. And eventually, the woman will emotionally connect with someone out there. Men too, sometimes I feel like they probably might emotionally connect. I don't know. I can't speak for them. I can only speak for women.
Not a man never
But
want to be.
Exactly. But I feel like, yeah, my generation, cheating is not a big deal to them because they saw their father doing it
Mm,
and their mother stayed.
mm.
Do you get what I mean? But your generation, you guys are not gonna stand for that. The minute you catch him cheating, you're out, or
I
you're
don't
even
even know.
showing it to him that listen, I'm outside too.
Yeah,
But
I
you see,
feel
my
like
generation, we hide it.
no, no, no. We put it in their face. I was in a conversation one time with Bay, and a comment was made like, "Oh, like I can't remember what the comment was made," but I just said back, "I'm like, I'm a really pretty girl, and pretty girls don't stay bored for long.
You see, this is what I'm saying about I'm learning a lot from Gen Z.
I'm a pretty girl, and I won't stay bored for long. Trust me. There's gonna be somebody out there. Do you know what I mean? I don't even have to do too much. I just have to take two more steps. And is they on their way, or is they on their way? Because if you want to cheat, you have to cheat with sense. Like you have to make it worthwhile.
What is even the reason for cheating? I try to always think about, like I
I
said
mean,
though
like
earlier, some of them they've been together for a long
a
time.
couple reasons of cheating. One, you never really liked that person to begin with, anyways. You just settled. Let's just
So
say
why not just have an open relationship?
because then it takes away the thrill of the infidelity. The whole point of cheating is that it's a secret. Nobody knows about it. You're caught up in the thrill of the romance.
But then you're gonna
and
get caught still. So what's the thrill
yeah,
there
and
anymore?
it's the part that you could get caught. That's the. It's like an adrenaline rush.
It's just a
You know? Do you know what I
psychopath
mean?
behavior.
Yeah.
That's a psychopath
Yeah.
behavior.
It's an adrenaline rush, like the fact that it's like, oh, it's a secret, we have to hide it, and da 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 da. But if I'm in an open relationship, like that's not cheating. I'm just in an open relationship. Do you know what I mean? Cheating is the whole point of cheating is that nobody should know about it. It's a
But anyways,
It's
cheating
a
these days is
surprise.
just it's out of hand. I was speaking to someone recently, and I think he went to a party, and he was telling me how there were a lot of women there. These are my generation and older than me, by the way. I think it was like a 50th birthday party or something like that, or 40th. And he was there and he saw a lot of women that he knows their husbands, that maybe their husbands live abroad, they work abroad. So the wives are just here with the kids and business and work and whatever, yada, yada, yada. He saw them cheating, speaking to different men. And those men too, they have wives that he's aware of that they wife. So it was like, and this man is newly single. So it was like, is this what the world is now? And I'm like, bro, go watch our podcast. I said it in our previous episode. Married men are the most single men these days. Like,
Honestly, I feel like with that as well, it's probably because like they just don't like each other anymore. I'm so sorry because if you're with your person and you love them dearly and that is your person, you wouldn't even like the
I don't
thought
think
of
that kind of love
cheating.
exists here one day. I keep telling you, it
Yeah,
doesn't.
but that's the thing. You just said if I have my person, I wouldn't even look another way,
Yeah,
or I
but
wouldn't. Nobody else would even catch my eyes, or
yeah.
da, 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
But then here's the thing: if that's a statement and that stands, if now let's say you're in whatever situation you're in and you get lost in the thrill of let's say a holiday romance or whatever like that,
Yeah.
and then you end up doing something. If you don't regret it afterwards and you keep on cheating, then you never really liked that person to begin with.
I guess yeah, you are right there to a certain extent. But
Mm.
some people, even though they are with their own person, some people are just, I don't know. Ajagbe kini won je n kékeré. So
English, please. Explain for the people.
you know when they circumcise boys,
Mm-hmm.
so this extra skin, a dog took it and ran with it. That's what they cheat.
What?
I don't know. They say that in Nigeria.
What is the saying?
That's
What are we
something
even
they-
talking
I'm just saying
about
it in
right
your
now?
in English, but obviously it doesn't sound right in English. But in
Yeah.
Yoruba, ajá gbé kíní wọn, ó gbé kíní
It took
ọkùnrin
their
wọn jẹ
stuff and
kékeré.
ran.
Yeah, and ran with it. So that's why they're dogs, isn't it? But
Ow!
you exactly.
They dogs because the dog took their foreskin and ran away
Period.
with it.
So that's why they're flipping dogs.
That's
But the thing is, some people they just I don't know. I feel like some people are just sex addicts as well.
Yeah, very lustful people. There's a lot of lustful
Yeah,
people.
there are a lot
in
of
this world.
lustful people, and they come in the form of religious people. By the way, oh God, they come in a form of religious.
Now, what that
people.
mean?
Like you see a lot of religious people, they are very lustful. Imam, pastor, evangelist. And this is male and female, by the way. I am not, saying this is just men. Both men and women, they're very lustful. And some of them, when they are married to their person-ish, maybe I feel like when the marriage has been going on for too long, they don't feel attracted to each other anymore. So that's when they want to both go out there and cheat and just, go and get their lustful needs out there. So some people are just, like I said, so they just go out there and they just do all sort of nonsense. And like I said, a lot of them come as religious people. I've come across a lot of religious people that on social media, you see them post the picture perfect family, wife and children, husband and children, and bro, the things they're doing out there. Hey, even devil is learning work.
I feel like that, like, a lot of people are very lustful in general, and then I feel like what makes it terrible is the fact that a lot of people try to hide behind religion to cover up their lust. I don't think necessarily their religion is what makes them lustful. I just think it's what entitles them to be bold.
Well, when you look at it from that point of view, but if you didn't know them, if you knew them as a religious person and then figure out that they are lustful, the first thing you would think about is, oh my God, why are religious people the most lustful people? Do you get what I mean? But in your own, like the way you've said it, it made sense that way.
I think they're just naturally lustful and then they just hide
but
behind
back
religion.
to why we started this conversation in regards to your generation and my generation, Gen Z and millennial. So with my generation, if a man cheats, if your husband cheats or your wife cheats, majority of them stays in the marriage. They don't walk away. They act on social media. If my wife cheats, I will leave her. It's a lie. There are a lot of men that their wives are cheating. I promise you. And they're in that marriage staying there because they don't want the world to know their secrets. They don't want the world to know what is going on. It's a shameful thing. It's a shameful act. That means you're not satisfying your wife. Why is your wife out there jumping on the next pogo stick?
It's funny.
With your own because again, my generation is all about performing. We are people pleaser and we like to perform.
I don't think it's even just limited to. I feel like majority, yes, is your generation, but in my generation too, like I feel like a lot of people do. Like I said in the last, I don't know what episode we made, Sha. Where I was like, a lot of people do social media relationship. A lot of people in my generation, they're looking for that picture perfect kind of relationship, and then when they get into it, and then let's say that the partner is cheating, or I don't know, the partner hits them, or la di da di da, they will still stay in it because on the outside looking in, he pays her bills, he gives her money.
You think your generation do that as well?
Yeah, 100%.
Is it?
A lot of people
I
on
actually
my
thought your
generation
generation
do
are
it.
different.
No, so there's a handful of them who do that, but there are also a handful of them who step away immediately. They don't even take the bullshit. They go and they slash his car tires, and as they should. Do you know what I mean? But then there is a couple of people who stay, and my thing about that is the fact that it's like it's one, either they're trying to look for that picture perfect because you've posted him on your Instagram, your TikTok, your Snapchat, your YouTube.
I get what you mean.
You've made a couple's page. You're this. People know you as
but that
such and
sounds
such.
like something my generation does. I wouldn't think
feel
your
like a lot of
generation
people
do
in
that.
our generation
I would
do
think
that
your
too.
generation, yes. Even though I've posted you on social media and do picture perfect, I can still tell you this is bi.
Yeah, no, 100%. I feel like a more percentage of people do that, but there are quite a few people who stay in it. And here's the two things with that. I feel like maybe they stay because at the end of the day, a relationship is something you're gonna have to work in and work through. So naturally, let's say something has happened. I don't know about cheating because if you cheat on me, I'm not staying.
That's me too.
Once a cheater,
if you
always
cheat
a
on
cheater.
me, but then I'm not just gonna leave. I'm gonna cheat back, and I'll make sure you know that I've cheated back, because I know obviously we're gonna break up anyway. So I'll cheat back, and I'll make sure you're aware of it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna cheat back, and I'll cheat back with something I've always liked, that I've always seen, or maybe on social media or something. I'm like, well, boy, it's just about
Jesus.
but yeah. That's what I'll cheat on you with. And then once I'm done, I'll let you know that I did it. What's the worst you're going to do? Leave. I break up with you. Okay, hasta la vista.
Damn.
I'm gone.
Period. And I feel like in that situation there, like some people, they either they try to work through their relationship to see, what, maybe we can come out better. But I mean, I don't know. Like I said, once you choose, I carry my shoe.
Out of the
I'll
door, mate.
And I feel like once you start putting hands on me, I'll carry my shoe.
That one too.
I'll go.
But you see, my generation, when you put hands on us, we stay. When you cheat, we stay. Like my generation, we stay.
I close my eyes.
My generation, we say, obviously, maybe not all of my generation, like not everyone from my generation.
Yeah, but majority. And I feel like, that's a big difference, because in our generation, like, I don't know anybody who's staying with a man that beats them and cheats on them. I don't know, but I know that does happen. And my thing is just why? Because your generation, I understand small. You've seen what your parents are doing.
Yeah, so
you
we
naturally have that. Do you
Yeah.
understand? But my own generation, when we have grabbed our freedom from our parents, you're not saying it's one man that's
That's
gonna
the
come
thing.
and say,
We never grabbed our freedom from our parents. So because we never grabbed our freedom from our parents,
you don't know how to grab
so
freedom.
that's
Period.
why when we're married, it's difficult to get freedom as well from it, because again, that's what we saw from our parents. So
Yeah.
that's why I said again, your generation. I understand some of your generation could be like my generation, but I just feel like majority of my generation are like the way I have just described. Like we stay through, we call it thick and thin. But
I mean,
there's
they're staying through thick and thin. Don't
no,
get it
but
twisted.
our own version of thick and thin is not
yeah,
your version.
that's-
Our version of thick
Mike
and
Tyson
thin,
boxing
yeah,
match.
our you will hear somebody celebrating their 45th birthday, or wedding anniversary, 20 years wedding anniversary, or 25. We have been through thick and thin, and when I look at them, I'm like, I remember 2002. 2012, this man was cheating on you, beating you, basketballs. I remember then when I used to know this couple. I'm not gonna mention names. I used to know this couple. The man used to cheat a lot, yeah, and my own ex that used to cheat too, he will come home and be telling me about his friend that is cheating. Him too is cheating, though. But he's trying to cover up. I was trying to tell him. So I think one day, because this guy's wife baked cakes, yeah. So I will never forget this
gonna
day.
know.
This guy's wife baked cakes. So on this fateful day, the girlfriend, the side chick, figured out that he has a wife at home. Because sometimes they lie. He has a wife at home, and she bake cakes. This girl booked the wife from Facebook to bake cake for her and say, "Welcome to the family" on the cake. Nah, I was like, God damn, you know, bold.
Nah, that's how you do it.
That's
how you
welcome
do
to
it.
the family, you know.
That's how you.
And when I heard this situation, I was like, ha, oh, corny. But again, I'm not trying to just say men. Women cheat too. Women cheat.
Not talking about that, because I think we as women deserve a round of applause for holding the champion
when it comes
trophy
to cheating.
of
when it
cheating.
comes to cheating, we
Women know how to cheat.
Women, if we do it to your face, if we cheat you to your face, we don't rate you anymore.
At all.
We are like, we're at that point where we don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you
anymore.
better know.
But a woman would do it on the low key, and you would never catch. A woman will have first kid, second kid, third kid, fourth kid. They are not yours. How about that?
But you have raised them like they're yours.
But you raise them like they are yours. And you will never know. Women. Hey!
We are wicked though.
Hey! Fear women. You see all those our mothers. They were shitty. They shitty. Where? What you want about? Guinea? They shitty. Where? There's no DNA around that time.
Mother?
No, I'm not talking about me. Our mothers, our grandmothers. They did.
Mother?
You think they did it? They did. Maybe because their husbands have gone to work, or, you know, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They will go and sleep with Baba said next door neighbor that will give them small money. They can buy pepper and fresh fish. And you will come home, you eat that pepper and fresh fish. You don't know that your wife is
and you say, this fish is fresh today.
Oh, baby, do lata. You don't know your wife has used her back to scrub the floor for you.
Make sure that fish is extra nice.
And then after 20 years, you now discover that son is not yours. When you were eating fresh fish, take 20 years.
Especially when you don't live anywhere near the ocean, but you are still eating fresh fish. How you don't put two and two together?
Sir, do you have money for fresh fish?
And that's another thing. Like, I feel like in this day and age as well, when you guys are sharing locations, like everybody's a social media bandit. You can see who's mutuals with who. Yeah. It's not hard to really do the investigating.
To put two and two together.
To put the two and two together. How can you not see the signs that someone's cheating on you?
They know. Sometimes you just look away. Oh, yeah. I feel like women. Okay, when I was married, I knew my ex-husband was cheating. Your stepfather was cheating. I looked away, and I looked away because it made me believe I couldn't stand on my own. It made me believe, okay, I'm a grown-up. I should not be trying to blame people and take some accountabilities too. I should be able to use my own brain too. But again, then I was quite naive. It made me believe I've got 4 kids. Nobody will want me. You know, like, who will want you? Nobody will want you out there. So I knew it was cheating, and I kept looking away. Like, I kept looking away.
I feel like that's different, because it's not that you're naive. He's also manipulating you.
Well, clearly.
Do you know what I mean? So there's a difference between when someone is manipulating you. So
now,
obviously
you see what I'm saying about your generation,
and when you're not being manipulated, but you can see.
I get what you mean. So now you see what I'm saying about your generation. Yeah. I would not have thought that was the case.
Oh.
My generation, majority of us, we don't see it from that point of view. We just see it on, let me just stay. But you see from your own point of view, you are a Gen Z. You've come out to tell me all this words. Oh, he's a manipulator. He's gaslight. Now, my generation, we did not see it like that.
Oh, please.
We just see it as, oh, mommy and daddy went through the same thing. Even though daddy was manipulating mommy too. But we didn't see it that way.
That's so like interesting, because it's like, I do feel like a lot of people didn't know what all those words was.
No, a lot of people, they know it, but they did not put two and two together.
It wasn't
with their
a thing.
relationship.
Yeah, it wasn't a thing of reason, because obviously, again, like since lockdown, everybody's more mentally aware, mental health this, mental health that.
Self-awareness.
So that's why all these words, manipulating, gaslighting,
everything came
all those
out,
things, it's now a word people use. But beforehand, it was always a word, but people just never saw it because it never was brought to light. So now that's the thing. Now, like, if let's say you're in a relationship where the person isn't, I mean, like, you can't really be a cheater without being a manipulative, gaslighting. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You kind of have to be a bit of both to be able to cheat. Because when you're telling me, oh, where was you last night? And I was like, I was with Sade, but Sade lives in Peckham and you live in Essex. How was you with Sade? Do you know what I mean? At the same time, you need to be able to.
Sade can have a broom and she's flying.
At the same time, you kind of have to put two and two together. But like in this generation where it's very like easy to poke holes in people's story, cheaters, how are you getting away with it?
I don't think they're getting away with it anymore now. Like, I feel like people
are getting caught.
They're getting caught now. So that's why there's a lot of divorce out there these days.
Really?
A lot of people are divorcing a lot. A lot of people are separating a lot these days. A lot of people are separating a lot. And a lot of people are divorcing. And the ones that are not divorcing or separating, majority of the times, them and their husband don't really live together. So it doesn't bother them. And they're just enjoying their own life too somewhere else. So it doesn't bother them that, okay, you know what, he's still paying the bills in the house.
Yeah. And I feel like that's another thing why people stay when they're
he's still paying the bills in the house. You know, she's active in the children's life, or he's active in the kids' life.
The back shot's still alright.
Yeah,
so,
and you know, the strokes are not bad.
Yeah,
so I'm just gonna keep
keep
enjoying the strokes until I can't enjoy it anymore.
Right, like literally, because fair enough. But I don't know. Like, I just feel like cheating is one of those things where, like, I've always said to myself, like, I don't think I have the moral flexibility for me to be able to like do such a thing. Not because I feel like, oh, how it's gonna impact the person I'm with, but just
like
more so myself. Like once a cheater, always a cheater, bro. You can't take that back. Once a murderer, always a murderer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that's true.
You can't
Cheating
take
is
those things
something that
back.
once you start, you can never stop it.
It's not about you can never stop.
I don't think
but
no
like
one
at the same
stops
time.
cheating.
Ooh,
No
so
one
interesting
stops
take.
No,
You don't
no
think
one
people stop cheating after cheating?
People
There's
don't
a lot
stop.
of people.
They
like,
only
cheated
stop
before.
cheating when their shit don't work no more.
Oh,
Both men and women. No one stops cheating because they just try to not get caught. No one stops cheating. I promise you.
damn. Do you think like it's like a
Because someone that is cheating is lustful.
yeah.
And when they are lustful like that, how can you get rid of lust?
Yeah, but then that's when you have to obviously dive deep into your faith and try to work
Even
through
with
it
the faith, they still find a way to cheat. They just now start using the faith to cover it. So when you see it, you're like, oh my God, he has changed, or he goes to the church a lot now. But trust me, all the choir members, what's your line again?
Right.
Pastor's wife self is not safe. Pastor's wife is not safe.
I feel like that's one of those ones. That's why I feel like, I don't know, maybe I still obviously I'm of the belief that once you dive deep into your faith, like the Lord can literally make a new in you. That's the type of person. That's the type of belief I'm in.
It ain't got nothing to do with the Lord.
I feel like that's the type
Lord
of belief.
is looking at you like, don't involve me in this shit, bro.
That's the type of like belief I'm still in. So even though it's easy to believe once a cheater always a cheater, there's also things like once a smoker always a smoker. Like you can always
you can't compare both. You can drop smoking if maybe it starts to wait, listen to me. You can stop smoking maybe if it starts to threaten your health. But cheating,
like if you're cheating and you're
that's why I said the only time with the
STD,
STD, then they'll figure out how to not catch STD anymore. And some of them will keep catching it. They don't care. They don't believe in STD can do anything to them. Some people are not really that educated to understand that STI is very bad.
Yeah.
And then they still keep doing it. Lustful people, there's no divine intervention anywhere for them.
I feel like lust is definitely one of those sins that it's really
they can outgrow it when they're very old.
I feel like lust is one of those sins where it's like it's probably one of the hardest sins to like work through, because it's just one of those sins that I feel like it's probably one of the hardest, like maybe gluttony or something like that. You could always work through all of this stuff.
Cheating is, you can't compare cheating to all those things.
Yeah, no, I'm not comparing them. That it's the same thing. I'm saying that lust is like I'm exactly saying your point that lust is one of the hardest sins to probably work through. But obviously, where it's different in both
But
of
is
our
it a sin though?
yeah, lust is a sin. Like
How?
being lustful
By
is a
what
sin.
rule standards and what rules? Whose rules?
The Bible.
Okay, you know I don't believe in it, right?
Yeah, because we're two different faiths.
It doesn't matter. I still don't believe in the other one too.
Yeah, because we're two different faiths.
Regardless, I don't believe in the other book too. I don't believe in any book written by
Yeah,
man.
because we're two different faiths. So obviously, I wouldn't. If you don't believe in your book because of your faith, and you don't believe in my book because of my faith, of course we're not gonna believe in the same books.
I don't believe in any books written by man,
Period.
by human. I don't believe in it. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't say lust is a sin because who said it's a sin? You by because it's written in a book. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You want to fuck. That's not sin. It's biology. It's your body wanting something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not up to you how you control yourself. But your body wanting certain
And
things
that's what lust is.
not a sin. That's what I'm saying. You said lust, yes, but it's not a sin.
Okay, so lust is basically like over sexualization and excessive masturbation and those kind of stuff. Lust is basically you can't see someone of either the same sex or opposite sex that you find attractive without feeling so sexually driven from that person.
Okay.
That's what lust is. Obviously, there's normal biology of like, there's sex and that's what it is. But lust is the overly over the top obsession with sex and sexualization of different things.
Okay.
Where it becomes a sin is the overly part. So having sex is not a sin, but being lustful is a sin. Eating food is not a sin, but being gluttonous is the sin.
Okay, so how is that a sin when you have this overly obsessive whatever towards, but you are not
Yeah.
committing it just yet? So if you now decide to commit it in the right way, not
What do you mean by commit? Sorry, I
like
didn't
okay, so
understand that.
you're lustful.
Yeah.
That means you wanna fuck, and
Sorry, that was so funny the way you said that.
yeah, you're lustful. That means you want to have sexual intercourse regularly. You are very,
No, not necessarily just sexual intercourse. Lustful doesn't mean like you
well,
just want to
we're
penetrate.
talking from that point of view. Sexual
No, being lustful in general, it doesn't just mean penetrative sex.
Okay.
It also means satisfaction or self
So,
gratification.
again,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with none of that. If you want
Yeah,
to
exactly. There's nothing wrong with masturbating, but overly and the obsession
okay,
of
so
it.
who is it affecting? Even when you're overly doing it to yourself, overly masturbating yourself, who is it affecting? You? If I'm overly masturbating,
Yeah.
how is it affecting you?
It's not. It doesn't. So you being
That's me. That's my own. That's a me problem.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
fair enough. I know I need to work on myself
Yeah.
and not be overly.
and that's where
But
it
then
becomes
this is what I'm saying. It is not
Yeah.
a sin. Who says it is a sin?
the Bible. God did.
Oh God. Did God come down and tell you it's a sin?
He wrote it in the Bible because he told
The
those
Bible that
before
human
us.
wrote. That's where I'm trying to go.
But it's still the Bible and it's still
Is
the word
a Bible,
of the Lord.
a Bible that human wrote.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is, it becomes a sin when you do it, when you're lustful, you want to have sexual intercourse, and you probably rape someone to get that your lust for that moment, or you forcefully do things with people. Then that's when, to me, it becomes a sin. But if you're a lustful person and you want to have sexual intercourse and it's consented, so let's say at 12 p.m. you had sex with Laura, and then at 3:30 you decided to carry Sade again, and then at 6 p.m. you decided to go and carry Anthony. Maybe you're doing both parts. You're swinging both ways. But to me, yes, you're lustful, so you just want to shook yourself into anything. But that, to me, is not a sin. That's just a you problem that you need to go and work with. That's a mental health problem that you need to go and deal with. It's not a sin. That's what I'm trying to say. It is not a sin when you are forcefully taking it, when you're forcefully doing it with people without consent.
That's a
me,
crime.
That's not, well, now that's a crime, which to me, that's a sin. But being lustful, to me, it is not a sin. It's just all about you. Yes, you desire, you want this, you want to, you are lusting over this, but then you are controlling your mind.
That's the whole point. You can't be lustful and have control over your mind. Those two don't go together.
Even though you're not controlling your mind, but you are not forcefully grabbing it from somebody else and doing it. So to me, that is not a sin. So lust to me is not a sin. That's why I'm trying to go there.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I mean, I can understand your how you see it as that. I feel like 100% there's a difference. There's a fine line between, being
You're
lustful
not hurting anyone just because you're lustful.
there's a difference between
Do you get me?
I mean,
You see me?
there's points where you can be lustful and you are hurting people, because a lustful man who's constantly cheating is hurting his partner.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, a lustful man who's constantly cheating, yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
hurting his partner.
It
But
doesn't
then,
mean that he's not directly hurting his partner by raping her or
yeah,
anything
but
like
he's
that, but
hurting the
he's still
partner. But
hurting
then,
his
as a
partner.
partner, let's take accountabilities too. You know you are with a lustful man. What do you expect?
Damn.
You know you are with someone that is so lustful. What do you expect?
To be fair, that's another thing as well. Like, I feel like a lot of people who get into relationships, like, if you're not looking out for the signs of like a man or a woman who's overly lustful, or you're not looking out for the signs of like, the flesh that is very, very weak, of course you're gonna obviously be in situations where you shouldn't be. The guys or the girls gonna step out on you and all that kind of stuff.
So if you know you're with a partner that is very lustful, is it that you take it or you pack your bags and go? Like, don't come crying, oh my God, he's so lustful, all he wants to do. Did you not see that in the beginning? You saw it. Because women too, sometimes we need to start taking accountabilities. We like to go about, or not just women, men too, like anybody that likes to complain about stuff like that. We need to start taking accountabilities. Someone that is lustful, they don't hide it. You will know.
Some people are really good at hiding being lustful, though.
Really?
Like, yeah, some people are very good at hiding being lustful. Like, it comes across as just like, oh, like they love physical touch. It's just like, he's so cute. He's always grabbing my legs, grabbing my thighs, smacking my butt. Oh, it's so cute, so fun,
I feel like someone that is lustful will always show it. Even if they're grabbing, touching,
yeah, they will
they will
always
say
show
things.
it.
They'll feel too comfortable and talk. And
Yeah,
then you
they
can
will
pick it
always
up.
show it, but then like
there.
they will always show it, but they can also be good at hiding it in a way. They'll show it in a way where
I just feel like
it may
if you're
not come through as lustful.
If you don't have self-awareness, then you will not figure it out.
Yeah,
It's all about
100%.
you having
That's that.
self-awareness. If
But
you
at the
have
end of the day,
self-awareness, you'll be able to pick it up. And
at the end of the
notice it.
day, there's people like just it itself being lustful in itself. That's different from like you can't really blame somebody else for somebody else's loss. Do you know what I mean? Like, just because I'm in a relationship with a lustful person, cool, kind of dumb, should have opened my eyes a bit more to see it. But at the same time, that person is still lustful. You can't
so
put that
again,
on the...
I'm not putting it on them.
No,
What
no,
I'm
no,
trying
no,
to
you're not.
say
I'm just
is,
saying.
if you know you're with a lustful partner, you've seen the signs, and you chose to look away, then you chose to be in that situation.
So are you saying it's okay for someone to cheat because they're lustful?
I'm not saying it's okay for them to cheat that they're lustful. I'm just saying when you're with a lustful person, chances of them cheating is very, high.
Yeah.
Because you will not be able to fully satisfy them. So it's all about, okay, this is the situation of things. Am I ready to sit through this? Am I ready to accept to be in this situation? If you know you're not ready to be in the situation, then pack your bags and go. Does that make sense? Because eventually someone that is lustful will cheat on you.
100%. Or they'll just drag you in a really downward spiral, like SA Anonymous. That's Sexual Addicts Anonymous. So like, you know how you have AA, Alcoholic Anonymous. SA,
okay, they have
there's
something
SA,
like that.
like sexual addiction is actually a real thing. That's why I'm saying, like, even if you're not directly raping somebody or forcing yourself onto somebody and you're a lustful person, it is still a very hurtful thing for yourself. Even though you may think like, but I'm not hurting anybody else, so I can be fine. You're still very much hurting yourself. Like, there's a lot of stories that I've seen of families who's had somebody who's a sex addict and they've had to constantly drag them out of the hole that they've dug in themselves into. They're like at ridiculous sex parties doing the nastiest of things, and for the family having to constantly
so those type of people are going to need therapy or something. Well, not
yeah,
therapy,
yeah,
but some
yeah,
sort of what do they call this? A rehabilitation center.
yeah, rehabilitation. That's why they have like SA Anonymous and all that kind of stuff. They have people who are their sponsors and stuff like that. So for that, in that sense, like, it's like, if they're cheating, how do you draw the fine line between they're cheating and they actually have a problem?
So when they're cheating, I feel like that should be a red flag that, if you keep looking away and you're not dealing with it immediately there, it's going to become something bigger.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, it's going to come something bigger in the sense of like, they're going to like have a baby on you or something like that.
Yeah, they're going to have a baby on you,
Give
multiple
you an STI,
babies.
something.
They're going to catch diseases and stuff like that. So once you've caught them cheating, before you even get to that level of catching them cheating, they're lustful already. You would have seen it. So that's the beginning. seeing that lustful part. And once you've seen it, then decide that, okay, do I want to stay in this, or I don't want to stay in this? If you choose to stay in it, then they will be cheating on you. When they are cheating on you, they are bringing home baby or disease, one of those two. They're going to bring home to you. Or maybe a dead body, they could bring home to you, because maybe one day they are doing some sex escapade with some woman, and the woman only have one life left, and she pie.
What?
And she pie. Pie means die. She pie. And that's it. The next thing, the police will come and knock on your door. Mr. Tumbelu, do you know one Mrs. Lucia? She died at 12:00, and then her hand was tied, her eyes was tied. That's when they were doing their escapade. So those are the things that are going to come on your neck. So again, it's all about seeing that lustfulness from day one. They don't know how to hide it. And we're not, like I said, I'm not talking about just men and women. So it's all about identifying that from the beginning. And once you do the necessary. That way, it's not going to escalate.
I mean, for that person, it's definitely going to escalate, whoever the lustful person is, because if
then that's now the person's problem. The person that is lustful. But what I'm saying is, don't carry their problem on your head. Ouch. Don't carry their problem on your head.
Yeah.
That's not a you problem. That's their problem for them and their family, their mother, their daughter, their sister, their father, whatever, to deal with.
Yeah.
You don't carry that kind of wahala.
Honestly, I feel like in general, if you're gonna cheat, just don't be in a relationship.
Just don't be in a relationship. And I feel like it's not even worth it, like giving another woman. Because some women, when you cheat on them, I can only speak from a woman's point of view. Some women, when you cheat on them, it fucks with their head.
I mean, I'd suppose I'd mess with anybody's health, because then you're thinking, oh, was I really attractive?
Yeah, so no, I can
why
only
did
speak
you
from
do
a
this?
woman's point of view. Because I'm a woman. It fucks with your head. You just feel like, oh my God, maybe I'm not attractive enough for him. Maybe if this is a woman that really, really loves you. So she's going to be battling a lot. Instead of her to see it for what it is that you are an asshole, but she will be battling with herself in her own head. And there's no point of you putting somebody else's daughter into that.
Do you think it's the same with men? Like, do you think once their women cheats on them or whatever, do you think they like feel those like moments of insecurity?
I don't know. But then from what I've heard, when you cheat on a man as a wife, yeah, men want to know, do you love the man? Because they believe women, when we sleep with people,
it can't just be just sleeping.
They feel like women are emotional. So when they sleep with other men, it's emotional. No, we can smash and go. I don't know why you guys think we have to involve emotion. We can smash and go. Especially when we're ovulating. We just want to enjoy. Or maybe some people after ovulation, whatever. You can smash and go just the same way you look and smash and go.
If you want it, if you want it, if you
want it. But for men, what I have heard is when they realize that their partner has been cheating, the first question they ask from my friends whenever we talk about stuff like this, the first question they ask the woman is, oh, what does he do? Is he better than me? Like, they want to know if the man is better than them, like financially. And then next thing, is he good in bed?
Because that must mess with their egos.
Yeah, because it messes with their ego. So they want to know if he's good in bed. And then they want to know or they don't want to know. And then when you now tell them, that fucks with their head. Like, oh yeah, he's very good in bed. He eats me right. Or he's got a bigger whatever. He's this. Then that start fucking with their head. And then they want to overperform. So that way, because then they turn it into competition.
Yeah.
So they want to overperform.
Yeah.
So that way, that you don't even ever think of going back to that guy that you cheated on them.
So what they would stay. They wouldn't leave.
Majority men married my generation. Majority of them stay in their marriage when their wives cheat. I am telling you that now.
Generation.
Online, they will make it look like, no, if my wife Iro, it's a lie. Majority of them, 85% of them stay. They know that their wives are cheating and they stay. I've even heard situations where their wives are cheating with women.
I mean, shit, that must surely turn them on.
Because my generation, we still look down upon same-sex homosexuality. Yeah, we have majority of my generation are homophobic.
They don't like same-sex relationship, even if, like, let's say
majority of them are homophobic. Majority of my generation are homophobic. So if,
let's say, in your generation, a man's wife cheats on him with another woman, that wouldn't be like a fantasy. That would be like
it's gonna be a big deal. It's gonna be a shame thing. My generation are very homophobic. Yeah. A lot of them are trying to cover it and disguise it and make it look like, but my generation are very homophobic. But a lot of my generation are bisexual. A lot of my generation are DL, men DL. A lot of my generation are women DL. Can you call women DL?
Yeah, I guess.
A lot of them are, and they are married right now with children. They're all married. They've got wives. They've got husband in the house, and they've got children. But a lot of them fantasize with being with women. A lot of them fantasize with being with men, and they're married. They've got kids. But because
Homophobia runs deep in their
homophobia
core.
runs very deeply in
Yeah.
later millennial. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's a big deal. So
Damn.
yeah,
But yeah, y'all, stop cheating because it's not nice. And if you're gonna cheat, cheat right.
but
Okay.
no, to me, I am just gonna say, have a Gen Z friend. If you're a millennial, my generation, have a Gen Z friend. They will enlighten you on a lot of stuff that you have no idea. So yeah,
You better clock that. It was nice talking to y'all. See you on the next one. I have been Yewande,
and I am a bimbola.
and this is our
Our
voices.
voices.
See you in the next one, y'all.
Bye.